Hey everyone, went outdoors. It is January 16th, and there's nothing more depressing in January in Wisconsin, getting ready for sturgeon spearing, than rain. It's been raining all day. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. This is not good for our ice, but there is hope in the future. I look like January 24th or somewhere in there. It starts to dip down single digits at night. So we have high hopes that we'll still have trucks out on opening weekend of spearing, but I think up until then, we will probably be on the four-wheelers, the ATVs, or the UTVs. So we are gonna start to get this thing ready for spearing. We're gonna chain it up. We're gonna put our box on the front. We got some hooks and stuff like that, some holders for our push poles. I don't mind taking the ATVs and UTVs out for spearing, but it's just more of a hassle. You know, nice warm truck you can hop into in between holes and everything. But like I said, odds are it's gonna be cold enough where we'll be driving. Usually we are, but there has been some years where we had to take the UTV or the ATV to cut in. So it's just, like I said, more pain in the butt because you gotta pile everything in here. But we've kind of got a system down, and so up until then, we're gonna probably use the UTV. But there's no snow out there, and there probably won't be much snow, so we need chains for traction for one thing. For pulling the shanties around, just for steering alone, for just better control. So we're gonna get to it, right, Parker? Let's do it. All right, Parker's gonna block it up, put it in neutral, so we can spin the tires. So we found out the best way is just to jack the whole machine up, the back and then the front, and then you could spin the tires freely and put the chains on. It's much easier. Yeah.
Be able to get it now.
There you go.
Make sure everything's good.
All right, so Parker's got it nice and tight. There's some tag ends hanging off here, and inside and the outside. I think we'll just zip tie them so they're not flopping around while you're driving. I think we got it as tight as possible. Now we're just gonna put these springs on here to hold it all tight. All right. Tight.
That's 1, 2. That's number 3. That's 4.
All right, so Parker's got the chains on it, looking real nice and tight. Might have to do some adjustments if we start moving around a little bit, driving, might loosen up, whatever, but they're nice and tight, they look good. Now we're gonna put our nice cage on the front. Picked this up online from some guy who had it. I thought, oh, that's gonna work pretty cool because it's a cage, it's got pins so the whole thing can come off. So it's just essentially a deer carrier that they put the cage on the top. Like I said, it comes off really easy. And also there is a cover that goes over it too. It's perfect fit for that. It's made for it. So if we have to use this for cutting in, or we used it a lot for ice fishing and everything, because I had old pro stepper Adam weld on a receiver on the front here, rather than have it on the back, because they put it in the back, then everything, all the snow and ice flies up and it kind of goes into it. Put it on the front here, it works perfect. And nothing gets wet and full of snow. And there, just slides right in. Kind of hard to get the pin in there, but Parker's got small hands, he can get in there.
Hopefully.
Yeah, it looks kind of funny, but it works really well. And for spearing and everything, I can put the saw in here, my lats, shovels, buckets, whatever we need. And most of that stuff can fit right in here, and then I can keep it covered up nice and works good. There, that's on. We got this UTV a couple years ago. I like it. It's the Pioneer 700 4-seater. So you have the option of having 2 jump seats in the back. Show them how it goes up, Parker.
Just flip
Real easy.
And then you just
Yep.
unhook this,
There.
and then boom, you're out back seat.
Yep. And the other one goes up. You can just do one or both. So it's kind of perfect for me and the boys, because then we can legally ride the three of us in here in a seat, and then still have half the back for storage or whatever. And then we have the front rack for all of our other stuff. If we do have 4 people, that seat's up. That's it. Yeah, that's the only problem with this one is there's only a little bit of space back here once all 4 seats are up. So it's basically useless for any kind of storage. So you don't have any more room if you're riding 4 people as far as taking gear and everything. So that's why our little handy cage there works just great. You put something else on the back, because then you can also, I put it on the front so then you can also pull something on the back here. Yeah. We have a couple dog sleds which work really good for hauling more stuff. People can actually ride on the back of that. And you can put 4 people in there, all your gear in front here. And it works really good. This thing pulls my big shanty. That one year we were out before the season cutting in and everything, and it pulled it no problem on wheels. Actually, it pulled all of our shanties pretty good, all the runner shafts and everything.
It pulls everything.
Yeah.
It
and
can pull the
big double holders, yeah.
On
Yeah. So here's with the basket on. This would be like our ice fishing setup. We got plenty of room for the auger, a few buckets. You can put other stuff in there. Then in the back seat, if you got 3 people, I got the big minnow bucket, a heater, a cooler. Still got room for other stuff. And I guess this is gonna be our sturgeon spearing setup when we're cutting in. Plenty of room for the saw. I'm probably gonna put some blankets down or pillows or something so that it ain't bouncing around too much. We got the hole lats, the hole markers in there. Will be a lot more of them, a shovel. Then we just installed a couple of these rhino grips. They're a pain in the butt to put on there because you couldn't get a wrench in there and the bolts are really long, but I think it'll work good for the push poles and the chisel. And then we still got the whole back end here open up for whatever. If we got to use this during spearing, then I have a feeling that there's going to be 4 people in here for sure. Then we can pack all our stuff in here. So this might be our vehicle for sturgeon spearing this year, right? I do have the other smaller ATV that if somebody needs to use it, but this is probably what we're going to be getting around on. Fingers crossed we won't need it. We'll be using trucks opening weekend, but if we need to use this, it's ready, and I think we're going to be using it a lot for scouting for sure. And I don't have a full cab or nothing on it because I can't afford it, but this will be fine. At least it breaks the wind, breaks the snow, and it's pretty comfortable. So from a nice rainy January day, that's our setup for spearing this year. If we can't use the trucks, should work just fine. I'm hoping we're gonna get some cold weather so we don't need the UTVs, the ATVs, but we'll be prepared if we need to. So thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.